Good day and welcome to yet another edition of our podcast, Offside Musings. I'd like to welcome you on behalf of my co-host, Emeka Onyawa, to today's edition. We're going to be discussing something that has cropped up from our last episode where we implored candidates like Tinubu, Atiku, Orji, Uzor, Kalu, and Rochas, Okorocha to please not run for the presidency in 2023. And our argument is that these are men who have not exemplified any political sagacity, who have not excelled as leaders, but who simply represent this idea that they have money. And the argument that we made in our last episode is that Nigeria needs men and women of ideas because the country is bedeviled, if you like, besieged by so many problems. And these problems have been compounding for decades. And so we need radical break from the kind of mediocrities who have run the country over the decades. And we really need people who are going to use their minds. And these are not certainly the Tinubus and the Atikus and Kalus and Rochas, Okorochas of our world. So the question that a lot of our listeners then raised is, if you say that the Tinubus should not run, then who should run? In today's episode, we're going to grapple with that difficult question because we admit that it is difficult. But we're also going to propose that there is a certain prototype that Nigerians could look at. In 2015, I believe that the most exciting candidate in that presidential election was the only female candidate, Remi Shania. In the last set of presidential elections, the most exciting candidates, intellectually speaking, in terms of indeed experience, in terms of their insight into the crisis in Nigeria and the potential problems to those problems, potential solutions, to those problems, were Kingsley Moghalu and Fela Droit. And so these are the kinds of people that we think, we propose at any rate, that Nigerian voters, especially young people, must educate themselves to look at in a serious way if they are themselves interested in the solution to Nigeria's problems. So we look forward to examining this subject in today's podcast. And again, we welcome you.